Originally built in 1891 by John Springer for his wife Eliza, the Highlands Ranch Mansion is full of history. That history seems to have remained in the mansion all these years, as workers for the Highlands Ranch Community Association report seeing and hearing strange things. Is it possible the spirits of former owners remain in Highlands Ranch Mansion? In 2009, Spirit Paranormal Investigations, a local Colorado paranormal investigation team, went to Highlands Ranch Mansion and performed 3 formal investigations. The following are our findings at Highlands Ranch Mansion.
And he got up and he walked over to this window and he started waving out the window. And everybody in the room stopped and got quiet, and we all kind of looked, and I kind of got out of my seat and looked, and there's actually a wraparound porch, but no one was out there.
I walked into this room and I came to this corner and felt my hand squeeze. I mean, my left arm, the hair on my arm kind of stuck out, and it was, and I said, "What happened in here, Kurt?" And he said, "Well, there was a little boy named Alex, and he likes to hold people's hands. What do you feel?" And I said, "Well, someone's grabbing my hand right now." And in fact, I'm feeling a similar thing right now, actually. That's really strange.
He didn't really say anything. He says he kind of remembered a girl in a white dress, but now 4 years later, he doesn't remember anything about it. So that's our story.
So I've had 2 different experiences here. One was after some event. We were up here cleaning up and walked into this room, and when I walked out, all the hair in my arm was standing up just on one arm, and I kind of felt something on that arm, and the other arm was completely normal. I walked towards the stairs, and the whole way the hair in my arm was standing up, and when we got to the stairs, it dropped and everything went back to normal.
It's almost like someone squeezed my hand. It's really funny. Same feeling as yesterday. So, and then Kurt asked, "Is Alex, are you here?" And he said, "If you are, squeeze his hand." And he squeezed my hand, and I just felt it again. So that's kind of what happened.
He said, "Alex, are you here? Can you give us a sign that you're here?" Mm-hmm. And the balloons just started turning. And he said, "Okay, that's great. Do you want to come out? You want to play? Do you want to talk to us? You want to do anything?" And the balloon stopped.
Really?
And then he said, "Alex, are you still here? Will you show us again that you're here?" And the balloons spun. Absolutely amazing. I mean, it was so cool.
That's very cool. Bathroom. And then I came out and stood right here, and I got the most gut-wrenching feeling. It was like a dark, like a really heavy, dark, or sad feeling. Like it was, and I walked away. I walked over to this corner, and it went away. And then I came back, same thing, gut wrench. And it was just, my whole body just started tingling. And I was like, "Kurt, do you feel that?" And he's like, "Yeah." It was just a dark feeling. I don't know, like maybe an angry feeling. Someone was angry in here, stressed.
After the father-daughter sweetheart ball, one of the sensitives that was doing the investigation picked up the kid's name was Alex, and he liked pink, so we brought him up a pink balloon and put the balloon in the doorway, and the balloon started moving because the sensitive asked Alex to play with the balloon. We thought maybe it was a wind or air current here, so we moved the balloon to the middle of the room. Then we left and came back an hour later, and the balloon was completely still. And then we asked Alex again to play with the balloon, or if he was still in the room, to move the balloon. And the balloon started moving again in all kinds of different directions. So those are my 2 experiences here.
came up to team 1 from team 4, and then we're going to put Tiffany and Tina on team 3 with Kendra and Lucas. So we'll just have 3 teams instead of 4. So there's just one thing, if I can get everybody's attention, for the new folks that are here, do your best to try not to whisper. If you guys try not to talk, if you can. We go through different phases. When we have chat mode, which is what we start with, that's chit chat mode. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. We typically talk about just anything, everyday things, and a lot of times we get what we call a talkover, where a voice will talk to us. But when we're doing EVP mode, it's only Kim. You guys will be on a team. They'll show you how it works. One person talks at a time. We don't want to talk too soon. We want to wait. There's a little bit of a pause for us to pick up the spirit voices. So we'll ask a question, and then we'll wait about 20 or 30 seconds before we ask the second question. It kind of feels painfully long in the dark, but just bear with us. And then silent mode again. When we do silent mode, we're going to have everybody just take a seat, pick a position, get in position. Don't move, don't talk, don't whisper. Okay?
I'm doing an EMF sweep. Basically, I'm checking for any electromagnetic fields that may occur. Theory is, if we find an EMF or a field that isn't man-made, it could be paranormal. So it kind of points us in that direction. So we kind of do a big sweep right now to see what's going on.
Now, one time we were standing in the ballroom, in the great room here, and it was probably about 10 to 11. With the time change, that would be about 10 to 12 right now. And we're going to be in a silent mode once tonight at that time, so we could try to capture this again. But we're all standing in here, and we heard music. We heard music playing. Right. And it was really eerie. I mean, we couldn't quite figure out where it was coming from. And it was so faint, even our sensitive recorders couldn't pick it up, which is a rarity. Right. So around that period of time, we're going to be in quiet mode. We're going to try to listen for that again. So there's no really defined time of when paranormal picks up here, but it seemed to be around midnight or after when things started to spike up.
The action starts.
We were quiet also at that time around midnight or a little after. We could hear somebody run down the hallway upstairs. So definitely midnight seems to be the witching hour possibly here. Okay.
This is the bathroom that the first time we came here, I was in here with Gypsy and Kim, and we had the door closed, and we had all the lights off, and we were doing EVP in here. And Kim said that she felt something touching her arm. Or Gypsy said she felt something touching her arm in that bathroom.
And then this is the same room when we were here last time that we were doing silent mode, and I was sitting here and Kathy was sitting right here. This door was closed, and I saw like a blue light in the closet, and she took a picture, and that's when we got the blue light in this corner.